Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ryan from Mama's Got a Budget, and thank you so much for joining me. Today's video, we are back with our second installment of Money Monday. So we're gonna go over all my transactions, put them into the software, and see where we are for our budgeting for the month of March. Today is March 24th, so we do have about another week left of the month. I have 6 days until my next payday, so we're just, it's the final push here. Let's go ahead, jump over to the budget. I don't expect it to be like a full deep dive in depth, but remember to leave your questions down below because I will be doing the Q&A video next month for everyone who had questions for this month, and kind of like a rapid fire Q&A. Thank you guys so much for your continued support on these videos. I'm just plugging along, just sharing my journey. I know there may be some things that you guys don't agree with or have an opinion on about what I'm doing, and that's fine. Just know that I'm just doing what I have to do just because I have to do it, and it may not be like what you would do in a situation. But yeah, let's jump into last week's transactions so we can see where our budget lies. Okay, so this is what my dashboard is looking like so far for the month of March. As we can see, my income and my expenses are still in the green. I haven't gone over yet, okay? But we can see down here for my expenses, I budgeted $49.37. I've spent $49.03. So that means I have $34. I was going to say 304, period. No, I have $34 remaining in my budget. So let's see where all this money is going, because I do not have it broken out yet for my categories. I have it sitting over here in the bucket for needs review / uncategorized. So we're going to go through all these here. Okay, so from March 17th to March 23rd, I have these 10 transactions sitting out here. The first one, we'll start at the bottom, was for State Farm, and that's on my Chase Sapphire. That's fine. That's the $141. It went up like some losers because of that whole it charged the wrong card type thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put that 141 to insurance. That's just the general bucket for that. So I'm gonna mark that as reviewed. Okay, WCS to $50. This is my son's lunch card, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it to lunch card and mark as reviewed. This Capital One, Walmart, $36. This was the interest charge, so I still want to exclude that, and I'm going to move it to financial fees. That's what I have it set up as. Check that off. RG Game Pass, that's for the Xbox, and that's going to go into subscriptions, and that's on my debit card. Apple, okay, I'll come back. Well, I don't really have to come back to it because these are all subscriptions here also. So I know just by looking at this that my subscription bucket is over, and I need to make some adjustments / cuts. Affirm, the $35, that is also on my debit card. So I'm gonna move that to personal. Dog is Human. I forgot to cancel this. It's for my dog's vitamins, which he was doing really well with, but now he knows that they're vitamins, so he's not doing so well with it. So I may cancel them. I was going to, because we still had some left over because he was picking over them. He's a big dog, so he has to eat 3 per day, and so he was only eating like 1 or 2 and picking it over. So we had some extra ones, but I forgot. So that came out again, but that's okay. Walmart, I had a couple things, like I did the Walmart pickup, but I wanted to go inside and get a few things, like the bananas and stuff I wanted to pick for myself. So that's what this is, just under groceries. And then this Walmart, the actual charge here is the actual grocery order was $143.68. And then ComEd, this whole debacle, like, I don't know. So my Sapphire was past due, so I missed the payment because they're all around the same time. I forget this payment like a couple times a year. So then everything just started bouncing back, and that's what happened here with my ComEd. So they were like, oh, well, you need to log on right now. This amount is due immediately. It was $301. So I was like, well, where do you want me to pull that from? So I just put it on my Quicksilver. So now I'm going to turn around and go through my budget and everything so I can move things around in order to pay that. Because if you saw yesterday's video, I did not plan on that at all. So I want my Quicksilver schedule to stay on schedule. So I'm going to get this pay off as much of this as possible within the next couple days. But for now, it is going to sit on my Quicksilver and be excluded from my budget for those reasons. Like I said, it's just things that be happening. Life be lifing. All right. So this leaves now $69 remaining in my budget because I moved the Walmart's interest to financial fees. So let's take a look where we are after our transaction. So we're $25 over on insurance, and that's because they charged me a return fee on that State Farm because it's also hooked up to my Sapphire. So that's why it's $25 over here. Groceries, I went over $39, which I think that's pretty good given the price of groceries these days. Okay, I still got money left in restaurants. I have, oh, my water bill. I did pay my water bill on my Capital One debit here. Oh, I didn't mark it as reviewed. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this is going to be water. My water bill was $66.27 total, but because I paid online, they charged me a $1.46 fee. And what else is sitting in uncategorized I need to take out? So that's the $25, $39 over on groceries, $11 over on that water bill. I budgeted $55 and it was $66. Gas and electric way over here at the $301. My subscriptions are $53 over, like I said. I need to make some cuts there. My personal is over by $23. The lunch card is right on track. Atlas is over by $22 because I didn't cancel that $42. So that's what happened with that. The grade reward is still sitting at $2 over. $20 under for my health and wellness. My gym membership has not hit yet. And then I have the software for $15. Okay. And then that's where, so everything that's netted together. So even though you see a lot of red in here, it's taking the green into account also. So the green is positive, the red is negative, but it's still leaving me at a positive $69 here. What I'm going to do is not only take into account for next month's budget, like where I'm over and under and adjust based on that, but I'm also going to take what's left over in my expense bucket at the end of each month and put it towards debt so I can make additional payments towards debt. I don't want it just to sit there. And it's showing that I'm over $226, which is true at this point, so I'm not going to argue with that, but I want it sitting there so that I don't think that I have to $370 remaining, to spend, because I do not at this point. I'm also going to use my actuals from the previous month to make my budget for the next month so that I can tweak it as I go. It doesn't necessarily mean that I need to make room in my budget for unnecessary expenses. It means that I just can adjust as I go according to my situation for that time frame. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, guys, that's today's check-in with Monarch Money Monday. If I collapse everything, this $2,300 left to budget is still sitting there. I haven't touched it. That's for me putting in my taxes. I did submit my taxes and I have not gotten them back yet. I have not received any child support yet. So everything in the income remains unchanged. So right now, we'll see if we can get through the next 6 days with only using $69. So that is our challenge.